History remembers the generals who conquered nations with swords, but it also remembers the orators who conquered minds with words. In ancient Rome, the ability to speak, to persuade, to command, and to inspire was considered the highest art form. It was called rhetoric. A man who cannot articulate his thoughts is a slave to those who can. You might have the greatest ideas in the world, but if you cannot communicate them, they are worthless. The Roman senator Cicero, perhaps the greatest speaker who ever lived, once stopped an army just by the power of his voice. Today, we have forgotten this art. We mumble, we stutter, we use filler words, and we fail to make an impact. But the rules of persuasion have not changed in 2,000 years. Today, we open the ancient scrolls of rhetoric. Here are 7 skills from ancient Rome to help you speak like a leader. Welcome to Aurelius Minds. Skill number 1, the power of the pregnant pause. Most people are afraid of silence. When they speak, they rush. They fill every gap with ah, or nervous chatter. They think that if they stop talking, they will lose the audience's attention. Cicero taught the opposite. He taught the power of the pregnant pause. Before you deliver a crucial point, stop. Silence creates tension. Silence forces the audience to lean in. It signals that what you are about to say is of immense importance. A leader is comfortable in silence. When you pause, you appear in control. You appear thoughtful. The next time you speak, try this. Make eye contact, take a deep breath, and wait for 3 seconds before delivering your main message. The weight of your words will double. Skill number 2, ethos. Character is king. Why should anyone listen to you? This is the first question every audience asks. Aristotle and the Romans called this ethos. It means character. You cannot persuade people if they do not trust you. In the modern world, we try to impress people with credentials, titles, and money. But true ethos comes from authenticity. It comes from aligning your words with your actions. Marcus Aurelius said, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be one." When you speak, do not just act like a leader, be a person of value. If your life is a mess, your advice will ring hollow. But if you live with integrity, your words will carry the weight of truth. Your reputation speaks before you even open your mouth. Skill number 3, the rule of 3. The human brain is wired for finding patterns, and the most powerful pattern in rhetoric is the number 3. Veni, vidi, vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. Liberty, equality, fraternity. The Romans knew that 3 is the magic number for memory and impact. If you give people 10 reasons, they will remember none. If you give them 1, it feels too simple. But 3 feels complete. 3 feels balanced. When you want to persuade someone, structure your argument in 3 parts. Here is the problem, here is the solution, and here is the benefit. Or describe something with 3 adjectives: strong, resilient, and unbreakable. Use the triad to make your speech rhythmic and unforgettable. Skill number 4, paint pictures with words. Logic appeals to the brain, but metaphors appeal to the soul. If you speak only in dry facts and data, you will bore the audience to death. To move a crowd, you must make them see. Cicero was a master of visual language. He didn't just say, "Catiline is a bad man." He described him as a plague upon the Republic, or a fire burning down the city. He turned abstract concepts into physical objects. Don't say, "We have a difficult challenge ahead."
Say, we have a mountain to climb. Don't say, ignorance is bad. Say, ignorance is a prison. When you use metaphors, you bypass the logical defenses of the listener and plant your idea directly into their imagination. Skill number 5, brevity is power. The Spartans were famous for their laconic speech, speaking few words but with deadly impact. The Stoics adopted this too. There is no need for long, flowery speeches when a few sharp sentences will do. Seneca advised, say what is necessary and then be silent. In the modern world, people talk too much. They over-explain. They dilute their power with unnecessary noise. A leader respects the time of others. If you can say it in 1 minute, do not take 5. Edit your speech. Cut out the fluff. When you speak less, people listen more. Scarcity creates value. Make your words expensive. Skill number 6, control your tone. It is not just what you say, it is how you say it. You can say, I love you, in a way that sounds like a threat, and you can say, I hate you, in a way that sounds like a joke. The Romans practiced the musicality of the voice. A monotone voice puts people to sleep. A high-pitched, fast voice signals anxiety. A deep, slow, and resonant voice signals authority. Practice your range. When you are telling a story, you can be faster and lighter. When you are delivering a command or a serious truth, slow down and drop your pitch. Your voice is an instrument. Learn to play it. Do not let your emotions control your voice. Let your voice control the emotions of the room. Skill number 7, the peroration. End strong. A speech is like a flight. The takeoff matters, but the landing is what everyone remembers. In rhetoric, the conclusion is called the peroration. This is where you summarize your argument and make an emotional appeal. Never end a conversation or a speech weakly. Never trail off with, so yeah, that's it. That is the mark of an amateur. End with a call to action. End with a vision of the future. End with a powerful quote. Leave the audience with a feeling, not just a thought. As you finish speaking, your last sentence should echo in their minds long after you have left the room. The art of speech is not about manipulation. It is about clarity. It is about leading others out of confusion and into the light. You have a voice. It is the most powerful tool you possess. Do not let it rust in silence. Sharpen your rhetoric. Speak the truth, and speak it so well that the world has no choice but to listen. If you are ready to find your voice, subscribe to Aurelius Minds. Speak like a leader.